Hello, Christmas Flixers. Welcome back to Season 5 of Chicks on Christmas Flicks, where we can never have too many Christmas movies. We can only have not enough Christmas movies. Hey, everybody, I'm KL Brady, and I'm so happy to be back. Can you believe tomorrow is Thanksgiving? I cannot even believe it. Listen, I started putting up my Christmas decorations and then I quit. I totally just stopped. My Christmas tree has been sitting in the middle of the floor for 3 weeks. Seriously, 3 weeks. Mostly because work has been crazy. I mean, my job, I'm beginning to think it's never not going to be crazy. After, 11 years in the business, I'm finally getting the hint. It's kind of always going to be crazy. I've gotten inundated with assignments and rush assignments, and everybody needs everything yesterday. It's like they can sense that I'm going to be taking leave in a couple of weeks, and they want to hurry up and pile on and hurry. Work's been crazy, and then also, listen. So I decided I had a home project scheduled to do during my Christmas vacation, but I decided to push it up to this coming weekend. And the reason why is because I said when I go on Christmas vacation, I really just want a few days where I am just laying in bed, not doing anything, and seriously napping and catching up on work and watching Christmas movies and just enjoying doing nothing, right? So I said I want to do that, but in order to do that and really be able to rest and not think of all the things that I'm not doing, I have to get done with this home project. So the project, and chalk this up to watching too much YouTube, right? I've decided to paint my kitchen cabinets. I've been in this house 17 years. When I moved into the house, I think the kitchen felt more updated than maybe it really was. I mean, it was still a 90s kitchen, and I didn't move into this house until the 2000s. So I felt like it was kind of more updated than it really was. But anyway, it's so completely, entirely not. And I really, honestly, I haven't thought of the design for the kitchen. I really had not thought through, how I wanted to design the kitchen. So the kitchen started with light colored countertops and this kind of honey oak cabinet. And now I understand why there were light countertops, because light countertops reflect the light in the house, right? So I have 2 big windows in my kitchen, and it reflects the light in the kitchen. And so everything appeared really light. Well, I go and buy dark counters. And I have these dark, these honey oak cabinets, which they're not light cabinets, right? And I have dark floors, and I mostly have dark floors because of my dog, right? So I have dark luxury vinyl plank flooring in my kitchen because I have the gigantic dog in the house. So my kitchen looks just super dark. And then, of course, but I love dark. I love black. I have black stainless steel appliances. I've bought all new appliances over the last year. So I have black stainless steel appliances, and it all looks really sleek, but it's just dark as heck. And I'm I have to lighten this up. So what I've decided to do is this paint. I've decided to paint in this technique. It's called Retique it, Retiquue. And basically it's 60% wood fiber, and then you paint on this primer with this wood fiber in it, and then you can stain it like you would stain it. So they send you this kit with the primer, with the stain, with the top coat, and you just go at it. So that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend is, after Thanksgiving is over and everybody's fed and everybody's got their tummies full and everything, Friday through Sunday, I plan to get all my all my kitchen cabinets painted. What I didn't realize is how many kitchen cabinets I actually have to paint. Oh my God, y'all, I don't know what I did. Why did I do this to myself? So today I just went through and counted my uppers and lower cabinets. I have 25 cabinet doors, and 24 drawers. You heard that right. 25 cabinet doors and 24 drawers. This is what in my mind, I'm going to be able to paint between Friday and Sunday so that I'm ready to go back to work Monday. Stop laughing. Listen, I can do it. I'm going to have my son help me because honest to goodness, I know he is not thrilled at all. He does not want to do this at all, but he needs 4 new tires, so he's gonna be painting some cabinets this weekend. Anyway, so yeah, this is the fun that I've gotten myself into. So I'm planning to get this done. I will post pictures, or I'll put them in the newsletter, and I'll send out the newsletter. Hopefully everybody is subscribed to my newsletter, and because I always start the newsletter off with pictures of my home projects that I'm working on, and then you can skip the rest. But normally I'll promote my books or something after that. But mostly it starts out with all my DIY house projects. I don't know how I got into this DIY phase, but I DIY everything. So anyway, this should be interesting, is all I have to say. So the plan is to turn these honey oak cabinets to a pecan color, and to use black accents, like dark black accents. Like my countertops are Uba Tuba. I know that's like, they're so 90s, right? But the idea is to have like the pecan to update them, to make them look a little more updated and a little more modern. Not completely modern. I mean, honestly, I would have to gut the whole kitchen to get it completely modern. I don't have modern cabinets and stuff like that, but I'm not going to spend $30,000, $40,000 on a new kitchen. Sorry, it's not happening. So, and that was the estimate that I got. The estimate that last time I got an estimate, it was like $30,000 and some change to get an updated kitchen, and not even all the finishes that I want. Like if I got all the finishes that I want, it would be like $40,000. Well, I just got this reticket kit for $300. So we'll see how it goes. It's like 1% of the cost of the cost of the whole kitchen makeover. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm gonna paste it. I'm gonna do the before and after, and you guys will see it either, like I said, on my newsletter, or I'll post it on Twitter so you guys can see. But that's what I'll be doing this weekend. Anyway, I have got so much to talk about this week. Oh my goodness. The movies I have seen, the movies that are coming up this week. I mean, we have got a schedule chocked full of great Christmas movies coming up. So I've got to talk about those, but I've got to talk to you a lot about what I have seen so far. So upcoming in the show, let me tell you, we've, like I said, jam-packed schedule. I don't have a lot of holiday headlines because I'm really saving the time for the recaps and reviews, and of course the hot or not chick picks. I've got so many. So for recaps and reviews, I've got Confessions of a Christmas Letter, Christmas in the Spotlight, Lifetime, Jingle Belle Run, Sincerely, Truly Christmas, Lifetime, and Three Wiser Men and a Boy. for hot or not chick picks, I've got a lot. I've got a novel Noel, Christmas at Plum Hill Manor, A Reason for the Season, Christmas on Call, My Sweet Austrian Holiday, and The 5-Year Christmas Party. I do not have any Christmas turkeys of the week for this week. This is not to say I have not seen a movie that I didn't particularly care for, but I don't know if it's just because I'm in a weird mood or because I just really didn't enjoy the movie. I really have to be able to sit through that one more time and to see if I'm really just disinterested or if I was just totally distracted, which it could be totally distraction. I've had some new music come out this week, and honestly, I've been really sucked into listening to music and watching YouTube this week, and so therefore, the movies that I really love have gotten my full attention. But if it didn't start out with me really loving it, honestly, it probably got half the attention. So anyway, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about so many good movies this week. All right. First things first, though, St. Nick shoutouts. As always, I begin the show with St. Nick shoutouts to listeners. This is one of my favorite traditions. Of course, you guys know I always have to reflect on the fact that I'm 5 years into this journey. I cannot believe I've been doing this show for 5 years. That is insane to me. But I am truly thankful for anyone and everyone who squeezes this podcast into their busy schedules, or they make time for the show outside of their busy schedules. I mean, it's huge. So today I'm going to give you the full length St. Nick shoutouts. I'll give some big love to 5 listener locations this week who have been checking out the show over the past few weeks, especially since my last show, which is 2 weeks ago. And remember, I don't know who you are, but I know where you live. And also, let me just say right now, this is going to be a blooper show so that I can hurry and get this out before the 8 o'clock movie today. So be prepared. There's going to be plenty of bloopers, and I am not going to edit them out. You will hear them live and direct. All right. So remember, I don't know who you are, but I know where you live. Number 1 is Earlysville, Virginia. Earlysville, Virginia is a small town nestled near Charlottesville. And while it may not have large-scale citywide Christmas events, there are still a number of festive activities and events that locals can enjoy during the holiday season. So here are the top 5 Christmas-related events. Number 1, holiday lights at Boar's Head Resort. That's located nearby Charlottesville. The Boar's Head Resort often hosts spectacular holiday light displays during the Christmas season. This event is perfect for families with an impressive array of lights, holiday decorations, and sometimes even Santa visits. The man with the plan. The lights typically stretch across the resort grounds, making it a beautiful winter wonderland. You guys know how much I love lights. I love lights. Lights. I don't even have my lazy lights up yet. That's sad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my tree up off the floor and getting some actual lights on the tree. I'm going to try and do that before the weekend is out too. Maybe while the paint is drying on the cabinets, I'll work on the tree. Anyway, number 2 is Charlottesville Grand Illumination. Every year, Charlottesville holds a grand illumination event to mark the start of the holiday season. While it takes place in the city, a short drive from Earlysville, the event includes a festive lighting ceremony, live music, and a Christmas market. I love Christmas markets. I love shopping, so I love Christmas markets. It's a great way to experience the Christmas spirit in a charming setting. Number 3 is the Historic Garden Week Holiday Tours. Earlysville is located near many historic homes and gardens, and while the statewide Historic Garden Week takes place in April, some local historic properties in the region open their doors for special Christmas tours. These tours often feature homes decorated for the holiday season and provide a glimpse into the area's history and architecture. Christmas at Monticello. So we all know what Monticello is, right? So Monticello, although it is not in Earlysville directly, Thomas Jefferson's Monticello in Charlottesville hosts a wonderful Christmas event each year. Christmas at Monticello offers holiday tours of the historic estate, showcasing how Jefferson and his family might have celebrated the Christmas in the 18th century. Visitors can enjoy themed decorations, special exhibits, and even holiday music. Wow, that sounds like fun. Farmers Market and Holiday Bazaar at the Earlysville Market. While Earlysville doesn't have a huge number of events, local markets often host smaller community-centered gatherings during the holiday season. The Earlysville Farmers Market and local community events may feature a holiday bazaar with locally crafted gifts, handmade goods, and seasonal treats, making for a cozy small town holiday atmosphere. Now that indeed sounds cozy. And bonus, local holiday church services and festivities. Many of the local churches in Earlysville, including St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church, host special Christmas Eve and Christmas Day services. These services often feature beautiful Christmas music, candlelight services. Catholics know how to do the candles, okay? Just saying. And sense of community and of spirit. It's a wonderful way to experience the peaceful and reflective side of the holiday season. Be sure to check out the dates and availability for these events, as some may require tickets. Number 2 on my list. Oh, first of all, thank you for joining the show, Earlysville, Virginia, which is actually not too far from. It's probably a couple of hours from where I am. Number 2 on the list is Satsuma, Florida. Satsuma, Florida. Satsuma is a small town located in Putnam County, and while it may not be home to the large-scale Christmas festivals seen in the bigger cities, there are still plenty of local holiday events and activities in and around the area that celebrate the season. Here are a few. 1, the Satsuma Christmas Parade. The Satsuma Christmas Parade is a beloved annual tradition. The Satsuma Christmas Parade is a beloved annual tradition typically held in early December. The parade features colorful floats, local school bands. I love bands. Did I ever tell you guys I played the tuba band and the baritone? And then I was the field commander. Like the person who stands in front of the band and directs. I was that for like my senior year, but before then, I was a tuba player and a baritone player. Just saying. I was truly a band nerd in full effect. Local school bands, holiday-themed performances, and appearances by the one and only Santa Claus. It's a great way to kick off the holiday season in this small town community, and it's perfect for families with children. The second thing on the list is holiday lights at Ravine Gardens State Park, Palatka, in Palatka. Located about 20 minutes from Satsuma in nearby Palatka, Ravine Gardens State Park hosts an annual holiday lights display. This event, often called The holiday lights in the park transform the beautiful park into a festive wonderland with thousands of sparkling lights decorating the gardens and paths. Number 3 on the list is Christmas on the St. John's. This is also in Palatka. Held in nearby Palatka, which I just told you guys, just a short drive from Satsuma, this annual holiday event includes a Christmas boat parade. Oh my gosh. A Christmas boat parade. I think on Hallmark they had a movie called Christmas Sail, which had like a Christmas boat parade, but it was like up in the Northwest, in the upper Northwest. Like I think it was Oregon or Washington or somewhere up there. But anyway, I long to go to a boat parade. I haven't done it, and there's so many places around the DC area that I know have boat parades, but getting me outside the house is like a whole nother thing. But I would love to go, in theory, right? In theory, I would love to go out and see a boat parade. Anyway, spectacularly decorated boats float down the river, creating a magical scene of holiday lights reflected on the water. The event also features live music, food vendors, and other festive activities in downtown Palatka. It's a unique way to celebrate the holiday season on the riverfront. Number 4 on the list is Light Up Palatka. Palatka, the county seat, hosts a holiday event called Light Up Palatka, where the city's downtown area is illuminated with beautiful Christmas lights. This event typically includes a tree lighting ceremony, carolers, food, and family-friendly activities. It's a charming and festive way to enjoy the Christmas season while supporting local businesses in the downtown historic area. And number 5 is Christmas events at the Putnam County Heritage Museum. The Putnam County Heritage Museum, which is in Palatka, which apparently is like super close to Satsuma, often hosts holiday-themed events such as special Christmas exhibits or themed tours during the holiday season. These events are a great way to learn about the history of the area while also enjoying the holiday decorations and festive atmosphere. All right, number 3 is Angel City, Pampanga. Angel City, Pampanga is known for its vibrant Christmas celebrations, blending traditional Filipino holiday customs with the region's rich cultural heritage. Here are the top 5 Christmas events in Angel City, Pampanga that you should not miss during the holiday season. Number 1 is Angel City Christmas Lantern Festival. Oh my gosh, I would love to go to a lantern festival. Every year, Angeles City holds its own version of the Christmas Lantern Festival, which features beautiful, brightly lit giant lanterns known as paroles, crafted by local artisans. The lanterns are displayed throughout the city, and some areas even host friendly competitions to showcase the most intricate and artistic lantern designs. This festival highlights the Filipino tradition of lantern making and brings the entire city into the holiday spirit. Number 2 is Pascuan Village, San Fernando. This is located just a short drive from Angeles City in San Fernando, Pampanga, Pascuan Village. It's a must-see during the Christmas season. This holiday-themed village is transformed into a Christmas wonderland with colorful lights, giant Christmas trees, and festive displays. Visitors can enjoy local crafts, buy unique Christmas gifts, and enjoy the festive atmosphere. complete with performances by local choirs, dancers, and musicians. Number 3 is Simbang Gabi, Dawn Mass at Rosary Parish. One of the most cherished Filipino Christmas traditions is Simbang Gabi, the pre-dawn mass held for 9 days leading up to Christmas Eve. In Angeles City, the Holy Rosary Parish Church is one of the key places where locals and visitors gather for this special celebration. The Mass is typically followed by a festive breakfast of bibingka. I am butchering this. I am so sorry, everybody. Which is rice cake, and puto bumbong, which is purple rice cake, making it a true Filipino holiday experience. Attending Simbang Gabi at historic church is a memorable way to immerse yourself in Filipino Christmas culture. Number 4 is Christmas food and market festivals. I mean, everybody has their Christmas markets, right? Angeles City and surrounding Pampanga region are known for their culinary offerings, especially during the Christmas season. Some of the city's markets and local restaurants host food festivals featuring iconic holiday treats like lechon, bibingka, puto bumbong, and look, I'm running through this because I know I'm butchering them, so I'm just get through them as quickly as possible. And there's another one. I'm just not going to butcher that one. It's a Kapampangan holiday dessert. Secretong Pasco. I butchered it. Okay, fine. Additionally, Christmas markets in the area sell local crafts, Christmas decorations, and food items that make great holiday gifts. Exploring these markets and tasting the regional delicacies is a fantastic way to get into the holiday spirit. And then number 5 in Angel City is the Christmas tree lighting and parade. Every year, Angeles City hosts its official Christmas tree lighting ceremony at Pampanga's Best or other major parks, such as Nippon Mall or the SM City Clark, where families and tourists gather to witness the lighting of a giant Christmas tree. The ceremony is usually accompanied by a Christmas parade featuring performers, marching bands, dancers, and of course, a visit from you-know-who, Mr. Santa Claus. The event kicks off the holiday season with a spectacular display of lights, music, and festive cheer. That sounds amazing. That's definitely, I mean, I think I know one person in the Philippines. I don't know if he's listening. If you're listening, Miyagi, thank you for joining the show. But that would definitely be one of my bucket list destinations, to go to the Philippines and to partake of these local treats and attend the ceremonies. So that would be exciting. Definitely I'll put it on my bucket list items, because that sounds amazing. I always like local food, you know. I am definitely, when it comes to when it comes to eating, I'm always down for eating. And eating cultural, foods from different cultures. Like, I love that. And I always try to respect, other cultural foods too. I even try to respect the names, even though I know I butchered it, but I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Okay. The next location, thank you for joining the show, Angeles City in Pampanga in the Philippines. Next is Chico, California. Chico, California is a charming town in the northern Sacramento Valley, known for its festive atmosphere and welcoming community during the Christmas season. While the town is smaller than some major cities, it offers delightful holiday events and activities that make it a wonderful place to celebrate the Christmas holidays. Here are the top 5 Christmas events in Chico. Okay, first is the Chico Christmas Preview and Holiday Parade. One of the most anticipated events of the season is the Chico Christmas Preview and Holiday Parade, typically held the first Saturday in December. So that would be coming up this coming Saturday. So if you're near Chico, well, you have an event coming up this weekend. This event kicks off the holiday season with a festive parade through downtown Chico, featuring colorful floats, marching bands, dancers, and appearances by none other than Santa Claus. Following the parade, the downtown area lights up with Christmas decorations, and shops participate in the Christmas Preview, where visitors can shop for holiday gifts, enjoy local food, and experience the magic of the season. The next event is Enlo Festival of Lights. The Enlo Festival of Lights is one of Chico's beloved holiday traditions. Usually held at Enlo Medical Center, the event features a spectacular display of Christmas lights, transforming the medical center's grounds into a glowing winter wonderland. The lights are often synchronized to holiday music. Oh my gosh, synchronized lights. You gotta love that. They do that at the park near me, Watkins Park. They do synchronized lights to music too. The lights are often synchronized to holiday music, and visitors can stroll through the display while enjoying the festive atmosphere. The event is free to the public, not like the park near me. We got to pay to get in there. But the event is free to the public and provides a wonderful opportunity for families to enjoy the season's decorations. Number 3 is the Chico Community Christmas Tree Lighting. The annual Chico Christmas Community Tree Lighting event, held in the heart of downtown Chico, is a beautiful way to kick off the Christmas season. The lighting ceremony is typically accompanied by live music, hot cocoa, gotta love hot cocoa, carolers, and a special appearance by the one and only. Santa sure does get around, let me just tell you. Families can enjoy the festive spirit as the tree is lit up, marking the official start of the holiday in Chico. The event is free and offers a great opportunity to take in the Christmas cheer while shopping at local businesses. Number 4 is Christmas at the Bidwell Mansion. The Bidwell Mansion State Historic Park in Chico offers a special holiday tour that showcases the Victorian holiday traditions of the Bidwell family, who were prominent early settlers of the area. The mansion is beautifully decorated for Christmas, and visitors can enjoy a glimpse into the past while learning about the history of the Bidwell family and their holiday celebrations. It's a unique way to experience the history and the charm of Chico during the Christmas season. Number 5 is Chico's Christmas craft fairs and markets. Chico hosts a variety of Christmas craft fairs and holiday markets during the Christmas season, where you can find local made gifts, arts and crafts, and delicious seasonal treats. One popular event is the Chico Holiday Craft Fair, typically held at the Chico Mall or another local venue. These markets feature a wide range of handmade goods from local artisans, including Christmas decorations, jewelry, clothing, and food items. We love the treats. Shopping at these markets is a great way to find unique gifts while supporting local artisans and small businesses. And I believe the last in the list is Berlin. Berlin, thank you so much for listening into the show. Thank you so much, Chico, for tuning in. And thank you, Berlin. So I am not even going to try these to speak German because I can't. Mama can't speak German. Okay, so what what I'm gonna do? I think these are mostly Christmas markets. So I'm gonna just kind of skim over it, and I apologize, Berlin, because I would love to talk more about your Christmas events and activities, but I do have a language challenge. I do not know German. But here are the top 5 Christmas events in Berlin. So they have the Gendarmen Market, right? Relocated to Bebelplatz. Famous for its elegance, this Christmas market features gourmet food, fine arts, and heated tents. You gotta love a heated tent. Come on. It's ideal for a luxurious holiday experience. The dates are November 25th through December 31st. So it just opened a couple days ago. East Coast time. The Winterwelt at Potsdamer Platz. This market offers exciting activities like tobogganing, ice skating, and curling alongside festive treats and drinks. It's open from November 1st, so it opened at the beginning of the month, and it stays open until January 1st, until New Year's Day, making it a long-standing seasonal highlight. Number 3 is the Lucia Christmas Market at someplace. A Scandinavian-inspired market with Finnish mulled wine. Oh my gosh, I love mulled wine. I have come to love mulled wine. Swedish carols and cozy vibes. Open from November 25th through December 22nd. So it just opened a couple days ago here. In the atmospheric courtyard. Culture, somewhere, courtyard. Sorry, I'm not going to butcher that any more than I already did. And then they have the Berliner at Roots Rathaus, located in Berlin's Red City Hall. This market combines ice skating, carnival rides, and a nostalgic old Berlin style ambiance. It runs from November 25th through December 30th. So it just started a couple days ago too. And then this last one also started a couple days ago. It's the Christmas market at Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church. I can almost pronounce that one without sounding too horrible. A historic setting with over 170 stalls, festive decorations, and a massive Christmas tree. Open from November 25th through January 5th. It's a favorite for locals and tourists alike. So that will do it. Thank you so much for joining, Berlin. That will do it for St. Nick shout outs today. I know I struggled through the last couple of those, but I so love adding activities and events to my bucket list. So I love that feature, and I love sending shout outs to everybody who listens to the show. Okay. Next up is Ho 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 holiday headlines, and I don't have a whole lot of new news. We're right in the middle of the Christmas season, so there's really not a lot of new news coming out except for new movies being released. So, which I will actually talk about in the segment after the break. So I'm not going to get into a lot of that, but I will say, one big piece of news that I have is that I have been watching this for years, is Freeform 25 Days of Christmas begins December 1st, which is this coming Sunday, right? I used to so look forward to 25 Days of Christmas. It used to be all about highlighting rom-coms, like Snow, Christmas in Boston, The Turkey Drop, Holiday in Handcuffs, things like that. Honestly, now it's more for kids stuff during, normal hours, but they tend to show like the rom-coms either super early in the morning, like at 7 o'clock in the morning when everybody has to go to work, or at like 1 o'clock in the morning after everybody goes to sleep. If it's a rom-com and they show it like at regular hours, I would say that's probably a weekend, not a weekday. So, but they still have a lot of like the Christmas classics, like Frosty and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, stuff like that we normally would see on ABC or CBS or something like that. So, a lot of those movies that you've really kind of grown to love over the years, and a lot of those TV shows and stuff that they aren't showing on regular networks, they are showing on Freeform. So check out the schedule for Freeform over the next next 25 days, and you're gonna find stuff that you love. But they're not showing a lot of rom-coms. They're showing a handful, like Holiday in Handcuffs. I know they're showing. The Mistletoes, I know they're showing. But a lot of the stuff that I really used to love and watch the channel for, they're not showing. So, but it's good for kids. I mean, you could pretty much lock that channel in for kids for the whole 25 days and they will be very happy. So if you have kids, Freeform 25 Days of Christmas is all for you. All right, now it's time for recaps and reviews. Oh my goodness, I watched so many movies this week, over the past couple of weeks, I should say. And so I really have a lot of catching up to do. But I have to tell you, so we're coming up to, it's usually kind of, we break the season up between before Thanksgiving and after Thanksgiving. And I have to say, before Thanksgiving, there's been a lot of really good movies, and I will have to say all those movies have not come from Hallmark, which is kind of a shock. But I'm going to talk to you about a few today, and I'm going to talk to you about Hallmark and non-Hallmark movies alike. The only station I haven't really looked at recently, and that's just because I haven't been able to fit it into my schedule, is Up TV. But I have watched Lifetime and Hallmark, and so I got a few updates for this week. So number one in the recaps and reviews is Confessions of a Christmas Letter. So the premise is Seti Rose, an eccentric matriarch, hires a struggling novelist, Juan, to write her holiday contest entry. A mix-up sparks gossip of Juan's engagement to Seti's daughter, Lily, leading the family to play along humorously. To me, Confessions of a Christmas Letter was actually pretty funny. It really got off to a strong start. It kind of lagged a little bit for me in the middle, as they kind of worked out, Juan's role in the family and in this humorous situation, and as they kind of balance the relationship between Juan and the daughter. But for the most part, I really enjoyed this movie. I would say, for me, Confessions of a Christmas Letter was about 3.5 Christmas trees. And I think the reason why it's not 4 or 4.5 to me, I can't quite put my finger on it. It just did not strike all the right chords with me. It's one of those movies that I'll watch again and again and again and again and again. It's one of those movies that I'll definitely watch once. I might watch one more time, but it will not be one of those movies like 9 Lives of Christmas where I watch it every single time it comes on TV. It's just not. But for that first or second watch, I gotta say, you guys are gonna love it. But is it a repeat watch for me? No, it's probably not. All right, the next movie I'm gonna highlight here is Christmas in the Spotlight, which was a Lifetime movie that starred Jessica Lord, Laith Washlegger, and Jenny Mae Jenkins. So I had a minute. I'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so the premise of Christmas in the Spotlight is a famous singer and a football star begin dating, but their budding romance faces intense public scrutiny, forcing them to decide if their connection is real or merely a publicity stunt by the end of the Christmas season. I actually really liked this movie a lot. For me, this is about 4 to 4.5 Christmas trees. Is it one that I will watch repeatedly? Yes. I am going to try and catch it every time it comes on. I think it may still be on my DVR, and where it's probably, if it's on my DVR, it'll stay there. It's that good. I was actually surprised because I did not go into Christmas in the Spotlight with high hopes for it being a good movie, and it turned out to be a good movie. The characters played really well. Now, this was the first of the kind of paying homage to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Well, they call him Kelce now. I heard somewhere that the actual pronunciation of his last name is Kels. It's not Kelsey. People just added the E. But anyway, Kelce, whatever his name is, whatever his family's name is, if their romance kind of got initiated the way it did in this movie, if they faced challenges like they did in this movie, I mean, to me, it made me even that much more invested in the relationship. Because the way they portrayed it on the show was just darling. You know, what was interesting though about it, it was truly not a Hallmark telling of the story, meaning there was a lot of kissing. There was even some rolling around in the hay kind of stuff. It wasn't, like overtly, like sex on the page kind of thing. It wasn't that at all. But you could definitely infer that, some premarital hoo-ha was going on based on some of those scenes. So I would say it was a little more overtly sexual than we're used to seeing in Christmas movies. And so for that, I wouldn't call it a warning. I would just call it an advisory, right? If you're going to watch that movie, just know it is not, it's not pure like some of the Hallmark movies and Up TV movies and even Lifetime movies that we're used to seeing. This one took the turn of the cowboy Christmas romance movie, that one that Sarah Drew directed, that was supposed to be like the first movie with like sex in it, which there really was no sex in it. It just kind of showed the before scene and the after scene, but there was no during. So honestly, there was really nothing, and everybody was all covered, and it's the same in this movie. But you walk away like, oh, they had sex, which we kind of know in real life is happening, or we at least think. But yeah, they put it on the screen, so it was pretty interesting there. So, but I would say just the story, the acting, the singing, I actually super enjoyed this movie. I immediately wanted to watch it a second time again, but I had something else to watch. So I didn't. But yeah, 4 to 4.5 Christmas trees for me. I would say 4.25 is a solid lock. I could say that at the end of the season, it could get bumped up if the movies aren't as good as this one. I'm trying to leave some room for if there's like really outstanding movies after Thanksgiving, because that's usually when the networks play the best movies. So we'll see. But if it ends up being one of the top movies of the year, it's one of the top movies of the year. It's that simple. But if you haven't seen it, watch Christmas in the Spotlight. I think you'll really enjoy that one. The next movie on my list is Jingle Belle Run with Ashley Williams and Andrew Walker. So the premise behind this movie is two opposites team up for an amazing Christmas race and find love along the way. So this was an interesting movie. I will say, in the list of movies that I've seen, it's not my favorite of the year, but it was good. It wasn't my favorite. So I would probably give this a solid 4 Christmas trees, not over, right? So it's not in the 4.25 range or the 4 to 4.5 range like Christmas in the Spotlight, but it is definitely a solid 4. Meaning, I have already, let me just say this, I have already watched it more than once. I've watched it, I think, 3 times now. I think this is on my DVR, or at least it was for me to watch it like the first time, and then I've caught it on TV a couple of other times. But yeah, definitely is a watch more than once movie. What is it that keeps me from giving it a 4.5? It's not the actors, right? It's completely out of the actors. I think it's just part of how that story was written. So that moment at the end of the movie where there's that outrage, where there's the outrage. Like for me, there was a lot of outrage, and then it resolved really quickly. And it just, to me, did not seem to, it was like like firing a bullet out of a gun, right? You hear the pop and then the bullet's gone, and then you wonder what happened. Was there a gun even fired? Right. It was that kind of thing. It was this sudden outrage, this burst of outrage, just stomping off. And then there was and they made up, and everything was done, right? It was all solved up and tied up with a tidy bow. And yeah, I don't know. It just, it could be just my mood or whatever, but to me, the conflict just did not last long enough. So the initial conflict, the opposites, that part was good. You could definitely feel the conflict between them and how that kind of resolved, and they got along to get through the race. But like I said, that kind of outrage at the end, that burst, I don't know. I think movies, if you're going to do that, which they're going to do that. I mean, because it's like in almost every rom-com you ever see, right? There's always that moment of outrage at the end of the movie. But I just think that has to ring true. And for me, it didn't ring completely true. So for that reason, it's a 4-star. It's not a 4.5 star or a 4.25 like Christmas in the Spotlight. All right. So definitely a movie worth watching. Definitely a movie worth watching more than one time. For me, I just had a hiccup. But for you, you may love it. And that will be great. All right, number 4 on my list is Sincerely, Truly Christmas. So I actually saw this not entirely on purpose. I had it on Lifetime to watch something else, and I couldn't find the remote control to change the channel. So I just left it. I left it on, and I just watched whatever was on, and I ended up loving this movie, loving it. For sure, I'm going to watch it more than once. I don't think it's on my DVR, but I'm going to get it on my DVR. If I have to move something off my DVR to get it on my DVR, it will be on my DVR. It's that good. That's one of those movies where I'll come in from a rough day and I'll watch it, and it'll help lift my moods. On the 12th Day of Christmas is that movie for me, right? Yeah, Sincerely, Truly Christmas will become that movie for me. Okay, it stars Jake Epstein and Paula Brancotti. A magical Christmas wish gives an event planner the ability to hear what everyone wants for the holidays. So this was so funny. If you've ever seen the movie What Women Want, I want to say maybe that was Mel Gibson or something. Like, years and years ago when everybody still liked Mel Gibson. But he could hear women think and the women's thoughts, and through that, he kind of discovered a lot about himself. Well, this Paula Brancotti gets the same power, except she can hear what people want for Christmas. I don't know, like it's definitely a fantastical story, right? But I was invested from the beginning to the end. I really loved it. Like, she made a wish, and she ended up getting this power, and then she hears more than she wants to hear, which is kind of the way What Women Want went. And it goes the same way for her. It's like she's got this power now, she can hear. Now it's like, what are you going to do with it? Now you hear all the stuff that you don't want to hear. What are you going to do with that? And so we see what she does with it. And I loved it. Sincerely, Truly Christmas on Lifetime. If you haven't seen it, watch it. For me, that's definitely a 4 to 4.5 Christmas tree movie. So, I mean, that's 2 out of Lifetime in the same weekend. That's pretty good. 3, the next one is Three Wiser Men and a Boy. Andrew Walker, Paul Campbell, Tyler Hines. Of course, you had a cameo from Kimberly Susted. Anyway, the premise is brothers Luke, Taylor, and Stephen help Luke's son, Thomas, with a school musical after the director quits. They deal with mom, Barbara's new boyfriend, family dynamics during a chaotic Christmas season. So, here's what I will say about this. I enjoyed this a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. Do not get me wrong, okay? But it falls in the solid 4 category for me, right? It is not over 4. And the reason why it was one of the sequels that actually felt like a sequel, right? It was one of the few sequels that Hallmark does that actually did not feel standalone to me. It did not feel like it was its own movie. It felt like a continuation of the first story. And because it didn't stand alone for me, some of the story didn't stand alone for me. And because of that, to me, I don't know. I'm just the kind of person that even if it's a sequel, that I want it to be able to stand alone, right? I want the movie to be able to stand alone. Like I would say, the nine Kittens of Christmas, to me, that stands alone on its own, even though the premise of it is kind of connected. Of course it's connected to the 9 Lives of Christmas, right? But to me, the 9 Kittens of Christmas, I could watch it without having watched what happened in the first movie, and I would still love it the same. So to me, that was a sequel well done, and probably because there were so many years between the 9 Lives of Christmas and the 9 Kittens of Christmas, right? And so we probably got a little more space from it, and maybe didn't have so much space from Three Wiser Men and a Boy. So maybe if it had been, maybe if they showed this movie like 5 years from now, right, then I would have a different view of it. But right now, it really feels like you could not have seen one without the other, without missing something. And that, to me, is why I struggled with it a little bit. But it was a good movie. It was definitely funny. Paul Campbell is a total and complete crack up. there were parts in that movie that he had me like in stitches. He's just a seriously funny person. Yeah, definitely watch Three Wiser Men and a Boy. How many times will I watch it? So I probably will watch it once or twice more, but it's not one of those movies that every time it comes on, I have to see it. Like Three Wise Men and a Baby, every time it comes on, I have to see that movie. Okay, I watch it constantly. Three Wiser Men and a Boy, do I feel like that's going to be one of those movies? No, it's not one of those movies. But will I watch it again? Absolutely, I'll watch it again. But it just will not be the one I feel compelled to watch every time it comes on. So, for that reason, like I said, it's about a four Christmas tree movie for me. All right. I've got some hot or not chick picks. I'm going to get through these pretty quickly because I'm going to get to what to watch for next week. All right. So the hot or not chick picks for this week. Again, this segment allows me to give ratings without a lot of background, right? So if you want to know the background, if you tweet me at Chicks Christmas Flicks on Twitter, I think I have the same name on Blue Sky. If you're on Blue Sky, then reach out to me and I will give you more details about why I rated something hot or not. Okay? The first one is A Novel Noel. This was the one with Julie Gonzalo, and you guys know how much I love Julie Gonzalo. I love Julie Gonzalo in every movie that she has done, but I did not love this movie. I just didn't love it. And I couldn't believe I didn't love it. I was like mad at myself for not loving it, but I'm leaning towards this being a not. And so yeah, I'm leaning toward it being a not. Like I said, if you want more details, I'll tell it about it. I don't want to go into a whole lot of detail now because, you know, I've already put, you guys are already going to struggle to get through the second half of this where we talk about what we're watching next week, and what's coming on this week. And there's so much good stuff coming on. I don't want you to miss that. Okay. Christmas at Plum Hill Manor. Definitely for me, was it hot or not? I would give it a warm. It was definitely like a warm to hot, right? It was a Christmas movie. I liked it a lot. And Maria Menounos was in it. She starred in it. And the Christmas mystery part of it was good. Some of the story kind of fell flat for me. So it was kind of a lukewarm, I would say. It was not hot. Definitely was not hot. Okay. A Reason for the Season. Again, I was expecting to love this movie. It's kind of warm for me. Taylor Cole and Kevin McGarry, you know, and I love both of them so dearly. And I thought this was going to be a good one. It really had the earmarkings for one of those movies that I thought. Because, you know, you have this rich person who has to actually serve the community in order to get her money. So, like, she's got an investment. She comes from a rich family, but she can't really tap into her family wealth without doing good for the regular people, right? And so she hires Kevin McGarry as the attorney, and so they go around trying to find, you know, there's a whole story about the people that she tries to find and that she tries to help and all of that kind of stuff. And all that was good. I just did not connect with the movie. I don't know if it was the chemistry between them so much. Maybe it was me distracted. I don't know. But it was warm for me. It wasn't hot. Definitely was not hot. Now, you know what was hot? Christmas on Call. To me, that was hot. That was Sarah Canning and Sir Darius Blaine. In the lead up to Christmas, emergency room doctor Hannah Michaels, Sarah Canning, juggles her demanding job and a budding romance with EMT Wes Sullivan in Philly. Okay. definitely a hot. Like, that's on my DVR. That's going to stay on my DVR. And probably as soon as I get off this from recording this, I'm going to watch that. After Christmas Under the Lights, I will watch Christmas on Call again. It was that good. My Sweet Austrian Holiday. That was a warm for me. You know, and I love Brittany Bristow. Again, love her movies. I know she's got one on Hallmark this year, and I think she has another coming up on Lifetime. So love her. Watch her movies all the time. Most of her movies I would put in the hot category, but this was warm for me. It wasn't one of my favorites. And then the last movie in my Hot or Not Chick Picks is the 5-Year Christmas Party, which I will give a hot. I definitely connected with this movie. Loved the movie. Loved the stars in it. Did not think they were going to have the chemistry that they actually ended up having. I don't know if it's because the star was kind of short. You know, normally they have tall stars, right? This guy was kind of short, but it didn't even matter because the story was so good and their acting was so good that it really overshadowed any negatives that I could pick out just because the guy was a little short. So anyway, so that is it for my Hot or Not Chick Picks. There is no Christmas turkey of the week. I'm going to take a quick break, but I'll be right back to tell you what we're watching in the coming week. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Now available for pre-order on ebook and in paperback beginning November 1st. Your Faith in Christmas Magic this holiday season. Look no further than The Nick Before Christmas, a heartwarming story about one woman's journey to her second act and back to her first love. Nikki Wright is ready to celebrate the big 5-0 for Christmas in July, but a hot flash leads her to a sobering realization. Her life has hit rock bottom. Her successes, the home and the car, feel empty. Her vision board has been a waste of time, her job is unfulfilling, and she's mulling over a proposal from Smith, who she's certain she doesn't like. The best day of her life spirals into the worst. During a near-death experience, a meeting with her guardian angel presents Nikki with an ultimatum. Either go to heaven or return to Earth and find her second act by Christmas Eve. If she doesn't succeed, her future's bleak. Her life will be filled with days no better than the worst. With only a few months to make her dreams come true, can Nikki achieve her second act and rekindle an old flame with Jordan to have the Christmas of her dreams? The Nick Before Christmas delivers unforgettable moments of self-discovery and romance. It's an enchanting story of love, hope, and faith that will fill your heart with joy this Christmas season.
And welcome back to Chicks on Christmas Flicks. Now, okay, so in the previous segment, I talked about the Hot or Not Chick Picks and the recaps and reviews of Confessions of a Christmas Letter, Christmas in the Spotlight, Jingle Belle Run, Sincerely Truly Christmas, and 3 Wiser Men and a Boy. Now, I am going to talk about what we're watching in the coming week. I'm really going to try. I have 4 days off. I have a lot of painting to do. My plan is to paint to Christmas movies. So there's so many movies that came out that I didn't get a chance to watch. One was Merry Gentlemen on Netflix, which reportedly overtook Hot Frosty as the #1 movie on Netflix. I did not get a chance to see that one. That has Chad Michael Murray in it. Apparently a bare-chested Chad Michael Murray. So I am all in for that. I just have not had time to watch it. So I didn't get a chance to watch that. I didn't get a chance to watch To Have and To Holiday. Didn't get a chance to watch that. I love Fiona Goobleman. I think that's how you say her name. Did not get to watch Tis the Christmas to Be Irish. Didn't get a chance to watch that. The Best Christmas Pageant Ever is still in theaters, but I haven't had a chance to watch that. I'm really hoping to catch that. And Red One, which is also in theaters, I'm hoping to get to watch them on demand. I'm hoping I catch them on demand. Another one, not a Christmas movie, but one I am highly invested in, is Wicked. It's in theaters now. If you haven't watched it, go. I've heard nothing but like stellar reviews from it, and that may actually get me out of the house and into the theaters. I'm just saying. The next one, Christmas Miracle, A Wesley Christmas, and Our Little Secret. Now, Our Little Secret premieres on Netflix this week. So, if you haven't been on Netflix to watch movies, the movie Our Little Secret comes out. That's with Lindsay Lohan. So, I'm excited to see that one. All right. So, movies for this week. So, today, which is Wednesday, we've got one premiere, which is Miracles of Christmas Under the Lights with Heather Hemmings and Marco Grazzini. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. The previews looked really good on it. Thursday, Christmas movies all day long, everywhere. Okay, Hallmark Mystery, Up TV, Lifetime TV. I think there's one or two movies coming on BET Her, and on E, on the channel E. It's a Wonderful Life is going to be playing all afternoon. And then on TNT, they've got, a bunch of Christmas classics. Elf, Fred Claus, not rom-coms, but Christmas classics. Elf, Fred Claus, National Lampoon. And then, of course, the Christmas Thanksgiving Day Parade is coming up. Wonderful. And then for Thanksgiving evening or night is Debbie McComber's Joyful Mrs. Miracle with Rachel. What is that her name? That's her name, right? So this Debbie McComber Joyful Mrs. Miracle stars Rachel Boston, and I'm just not used. Okay, so we had Doris, and then we had the what's her face from the Sabrina the Teenage Witch, right? So we had her last year, and I actually loved her in that role. And when I heard she was going to be in a Christmas movie this year, I was really hoping she was going to be like the new Mrs. Miracle, but apparently they're not just sticking with one Mrs. Miracle. So not to say that Rachel won't do a fantastic job. I'm just kind of disappointed that the other lady is not coming back to do the Mrs. Miracle movie, but she did the funny one with the holiday mismatch. So anyway, so she was in a movie, but she just wasn't in the one I wanted to see her in. All right, so on Friday we have a couple of premieres. We have A 90s Christmas and Deck the Walls. What I will say, on Lifetime, we also have The Holiday and Snowed In, and I am going to be recording Snowed In to replace it, as I told you guys, I don't know, at the beginning of the season, how my DVR got erased. Like, I got a new box and all my movies disappeared. That was heartbreaking. There's still a few movies that I haven't been able to put on, mostly because some of them were from Lifetime, and they don't even show movies all day every day like they used to show them, so I have to hope that they come up on the weekends. Anyway, for Saturday we have Believe in Christmas and the second of the two movies, the one by Hallmark though, about Taylor and Travis, and that is Holiday Touchdown, A Chief's Love Story. So I'm looking forward to seeing that because Travis's mom is going to be in this movie. So I'm looking forward to that. And then on Lifetime, BB Winans' We Three Kings. Now, I don't know if you know the Winans family, but the Winans family is like royalty in the gospel music, field. I mean, they're like royalty for me. Like, anytime I hear Winans and gospel, like, I want to hear it, right? So when I saw that BB Winans was, I think, producing and acting in this movie and singing in this movie on Lifetime, it's like one I absolutely have to see. So I am looking forward to, and I will, if I don't watch it, I'll get it on DVR, but I will be seeing and reviewing BB Winans' We Three Kings, okay? And then on Sunday's big. We have The Finish Line at 6, right? But at 8, we have The Christmas Quest with Lacey Chabert and Christopher Palaha. This was like the first movie that Hallmark made this year, I think. I have been so looking forward to seeing this ever since I heard it announced in like December or January. I mean, they've been announcing it forever. And so I'm very much looking forward to this movie. And then on Lifetime, Make or Bake Christmas is coming on. And then, so plenty, like if you like the Hallmark classics like I do, on Hallmark Family, Saturday and Sunday, they have so many Christmas classics. It is Classic Central on Hallmark Family. So they've got Meet Me at Christmas, The Mistletoe Inn, a family Thanksgiving, right? Love at the Thanksgiving Day Parade, A Nutcracker Christmas, Trading Christmas, Christmas Dance, Holiday Engagement, Finding Father Christmas, The Town Christmas, forgot I love that one with Lauren Holly, and Christmas Scavenger Hunt. So those will be coming on between Saturday and Sunday on Hallmark Family. So if you like the classics, lock in on Hallmark Family and you'll get to see the Christmas classics. That is going to do it for me today. Can you believe it? I mean, man, this has been a long show, but I had a lot to say. Had a lot of movies to catch you guys up on, and then catch you up on what's coming up this week. So anyway, don't forget the daily chick picks on Twitter. I try to post them on Twitter and Instagram, but my app does not support Instagram, so it makes it I have to take more steps to publish on Instagram, and so most of the time I don't. When I figure out how to make that easier, I will post more on Instagram. Thank you to my music and show editor, Will B. He created all the custom music for this show. He's at Wildcard Music, and you can find his IG page in the show notes. Until next time, remember, at Chicks on Christmas Flicks, we can never have too many Christmas movies. We can only have not enough Christmas movies. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave a review on your favorite platform, and tell your Christmas movie loving friends about the show. Where can you find us? I'm so happy you asked. Podcast platforms: Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, and many, many more. You can find the links in the show notes. Follow us on Twitter and IG at Chicks Christmas Flicks. And thank you for listening in. I'll definitely see you next week, because I cannot wait to tell you what I thought about all the movies that came out for this Thanksgiving holiday. Looking forward to talking to you then. See you next week.